Jesus Christ. All right, we got to figure it out, man. We got to see what's going on. I've been seeing all the speed stuff. Bro said IShowSpeed was trending yesterday for like 3 days. I mean, for like 3 hours. So I'm trying to see what's going on. And the only person that actually knows how to tell a story is Big Daddy Charlie. So we got to pee.
Yeah, I know, I'm the millionth person talking about this situation, but how can I help myself? I'm an addict, and my drug of choice is silliness. Goofy stories are the spaghetti and I'm the meatball. I can't resist.
Oh my god.
So, many of you have probably already seen the biggest YouTube live streamer, IShowSpeed, just had a bit of a whoops-a-daisy moment on stream. He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's and Chica jump-scared him, and his penis fell out of his shorts. Now you might be asking yourself, how is this possible? What kind of paranormal activity took place here? Did Chica crawl out of the screen and pull his dick?
Why did he say it like that? It's like he didn't even say it in a way. Just the way, it's just exactly like that. It's like how you would tell a story and people would be like, wait, what? Wait, his meat? Wait, what?
Dick out for him on camera? Like, how did this go wrong? What a weird response to fear. To expose yourself after you get frightened.
They let him go?
I know Five Nights at Freddy's fandom can get a little wild, but I mean, this is next level. So what exactly happened? Well, IShowSpeed was playing a Five Nights at Freddy's game, and Chica gave him a spook, said, boo! And in response to the jump scare, Speed stood up, saying that he wanted to fuck Chica, and he was thrusting at the camera. One thing led to another, and then bang, penis. So, as you can imagine, this was a pretty embarrassing moment that, of course, blew up online. More like I show meat, am I right? This situation could lead to an extended vacation from YouTube streaming because nudity is against their rules, but there is a chance that they don't enforce it super strict here since it was an accident. They have been somewhat loosey-goosey on these rules in the past. Like, even just a month ago, there was a channel that blew up thanks to a viral video they made of a guy naring his butthole. Just full asshole on display, no censorship, nothing like that. It's just his brown balloon nut.
I thought that was a joke on TikTok. That was real?
It was totally fine, still on the platform. And that's thanks to their educational content override policy where you can have things like a chocolate starfish getting de-haired without censorship, and it's okay because there's educational context around it. Though in this case, with the IShowSpeed cock situation, I don't exactly know what argument you'd make for it being educational, unless it's like this is educational because it demonstrates how not to react to a jump scare, I guess. I don't know. But since it's accidental, they might have some flexibility on not like banning him for it outright. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens with it. But I don't
gambling,
think this is going to end up with like the termination of his account or anything.
Twist their cocks
he may
on stream,
get some kind of community guideline strike,
characters.
which would prevent him from streaming for a certain period of time. And to think this whole situation could have been avoided if he just wore underwear. This isn't a segue into an ad or anything like that. I was just thinking to myself, when was the last time I wore pants without underwear? And it's been so long. I'm 29 years old now, so I've started to get those old man nuts that hang real low and just bounce around chaotically. So if they're not supported by underpants, those bastards...
It's crazy though, because I've been hearing a lot lately, like, the white dude's got some crazy nuts, and y'all gotta get that figured out. I don't think it's like supposed to hang that low. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think it is. Like my boy Adam told me the other day that he like tried to sit down and he sat on his nuts, and I was like, that's a problem? Like he said that's like a legitimate issue. Like he legit has to like think about sitting on his nutsack. I was like, what the fuck? What kind of like just loosey goosey nuts do you have down there, dude? That is crazy. Crazy. Why are you looking at nuts? See, Lynn, it's because of things like that that just makes me question your thought process. Because for what reason do you think that I was just looking at his nutsack? I didn't look at it. I said I heard. I wasn't looking at the balls. Okay? Jesus Christ.
Will just be swinging around like they're playing a game of tetherball with each other. My testicles will just be going hog wild down there, and it doesn't feel great. So I couldn't even imagine myself like jumping around and being active without undergarments on. I would injure myself very quickly. Now, of course, when it comes to on-stream wiener moments, the great dark side Phil always comes up, because DSP has one of the most iconic stream clips of all time where he didn't realize he was live and then started masturbating. But you couldn't see any shaft or anything. The schlong was still left to the imagination. He did finish. He tilts his head back in ecstasy as he finishes, but you never saw anything. In this case, he actually does just have his entire cock out on screen for a moment. He flashed the entire screen. So it's definitely more extreme than the Dark Side Phil event. And the whole thing has obviously led to a lot of discussion around like what's going to happen next, because clearly this is a violation of rules, but it also appears like it was an accident. So
that's
how harsh is the punishment going to be? And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see there. It does seem accidental. I think he wanted to have like an over-the-top overreaction to jump scares that a lot of streamers and YouTubers do, and he just went too far with it, leading to just this disastrous wardrobe malfunction moment.
Yeah, it'd be a lot different. It'd be a lot of a different situation if he was just like out here trying his hardest to do like OnlyFans collaborations and stuff like that. Like he literally just plays games and does wild stuff. So I don't think it was his intention to pop his meat out on the stream. That just sounds crazy. Regardless or not, he just, you know what I'm saying? He had an incident. It is what it is. I'm not holding him for it. But he got to know that's crazy. Hopefully he does something like, maybe he'll stop thrusting like that on the stream, or at least wear like real pants. I don't know. Because in the sense of it, it's still crazy to loosely slap your loose meat on screen at your stream. I still think that's wild. Like that should be that alone should be on a different website. But just yeah.
Now, a lot of people have also started saying that, you know, maybe this was a calculated plan and he's about to announce his signing with Kick now that he can't stream on YouTube, assuming he does get a strike for this. And I have to say that's a pretty interesting theory, because I don't think this was a...
He would lose all of his bargaining chips. If he got banned from streaming, he would lose all of his bargaining chips to be able to say, hey, Kick, give me this amount of money, because then Kick will be like, you have no choice but to come over here. Like, we'll give you a little bit of money, but we're not going to give you as much as we talked about before. I don't think that at all. That's crazy.
Premeditated scheme. He didn't pull his cock out and start dangling it in front of the webcam like he was giving a puppet show or anything like that. It does seem like it was unintentional, the result of overreacting to a jump scare. I don't see this as like a, you know, maybe a grand departure from YouTube streaming where he's like, you know what, it's time I ride off into the sunset. I'm kind of tired of streaming. I'm going to retire the jersey number here. We're done. But I want to go out with a triumphant bang, an exit no one will see coming. Like, I don't think he came in here to try and subvert viewers' expectations like it was Game of Thrones Season 8 here with a fucking penis jump scare. Like, I don't think this was a plan. If it was, this could lead to, like, huge trouble for him, actually, I would imagine. He knows his audience skews on the much younger side of things. A lot of the IShowSpeed audience is
so
young, and a lot of those kids were probably watching this stream, especially considering it's Five Nights at Freddy's, which is predominantly a kids' property that they really resonate with. So I don't think the idea would have crossed his mind, like, good content would be exposing myself in front of all of these viewers, many of which are minors. Like, I highly doubt that was a thought that crossed his mind. Now, of course, the fact that it still happened is awful, but I just really don't think it was a plan. Of course, the overreaction to the jump scare is a plan. Like, that was definitely something he decided he was going to do with, like, going crazy about the jump scare. But everything that happened after that, I don't think was some kind of calculated plot. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. That's really about it. So yeah.
Make sure you guys go love on Charlie. You probably already do, but make sure you keep him in your hearts forever and ever.